Evening all, how we doing? Happy Wednesday. How's it going? We've all had a good one. I've had a decently productive day today, I think. Yeah, it's been good. You've had a good one? I just realised my fan is not on. See how I do. I'll leave it as is. I might have to go and turn the fan on in a bit. It's a toasty day today. It's going to be even warmer tomorrow. Hopefully we'll cope. Well, had a good one. I've had a fairly productive day today. That got me up early as usual, and I did a bit of work on my video, and I solved my issue with mods on Oblivion. You know, we were having mods make the stream go juddery as hell. I've worked out what it is with some judicious googling and a little trial and error. So that took me a couple of hours, well, hour or so this morning. And yeah, having tested, it seems to be fine now, so I can have my cake and eat it, which is great. Also means I get to reinstall and have reinstalled the mod that allows me to hide the HUD for taking pictures, because that was having the same effect and with the same cause as well, which is cool. So winner winner chicken dinner on that front. And yeah, I did some more work on the video and potted around the house a bit and stuff. Yeah. Now we're here, innit? Yeah, good day all in all. Yeah, so, week 2 of the Appalachian Outlaws event. Should be fun. Oh, crap, I never forgot something. Actually, you know what, while this boots up, I can go away. I'm going to run downstairs and just grab something. I won't be a second, but this is going to bug me if I don't. Give me 1 second, I will be right back. Right, mission accomplished. Left my ring downstairs because I took it off when I was cooking, and I just noticed, and it feels weird when I'm aware. Once I become aware. Let's turn that off actually, because I want to have a look at the atomic shop in a second. How's everybody getting on anyway? Evening Ancient, how are we doing? Evening Jonathan? Got yourself banned from no respawns, did you? Can't say I'm terribly surprised, if I'm honest. And can't say I'm being familiar with your humour, to say the least. Yeah, that's more likely just going to throw him off, so not terribly surprised. How are you doing, Ember? You alright? Evening, Katie? Evening, Sassy? How's it going? Thank you very much. It was a very kind gift from Bethesda, that chair. Which, ooh, hello, what's going on here? Which I very much appreciate. Yeah, I don't think it works like that, Ancient, somehow. Right, so interesting stuff in the Atomic Shot this week. I did have a poke around in it the other day. Weather station, blooming haze. Kind of spits out green stuff and gives a bit of a green haze. Don't think I'll be bothering myself. I'm a bit not that enamoured of the weather stations, if I'm honest. Some of them give a certain amount of atmosphere to certain builds, but for the most part you just can't see what's going on, and it's not great. And the ones that you can see what's going on tend to have effects that are annoying in other ways to me, so I'm not that enamoured. I use the clear skies one, so I have clean, clear, sunny weather, and that's it. That's all I really want out of life when it comes to weather stations. So, yeah, I'm not too bothered about anything else. Poisoned earth well's an interesting one. Acid, dirty water and nuclear waste being generated. That's potentially cool. Quite like the look of that. I may or may not pick that up. I like the mulch barrel. I'm not bothered about the steel silo. So yeah, I might pick these two up, but I'm probably not going to bother with the bundle or silo, and the icons and the emote I'm not bothered about. I would grab that greenery bundle if you haven't got it though. There's a lot of good stuff in that. So in my case, there's only one thing in there, so I might grab that. There is some good stuff in there. This is all last week's stuff. I'm currently wearing that outfit. We've got back here on the greatest hits. Backyard garden bundle. There's some good bits in there. Helmet and boy gnome. A helmet? Outfit and helmet. Okay, so is that outfit? No, probably not. I don't see the Vault Boy gnome though. I supposedly don't have. I don't know, maybe. We got country flair. Yeah. Barns are one good, but to be honest, you're better off just building your own, really, I think. And a few other bits and pieces that are okay, but not massively exciting there. Old season reward up there. The mind power armor. You want to look like you're walking around with dolphins all over your power armor, which it doesn't do it for me. Ooh, caps. I don't mind if I do on that, though. Cage rabbit's nice as well. Fun little thing to have. I like sticking a beware of the Deathclaw sign on that for in my camp. And bloody good power armor bundle. Okay, nothing massively exciting there. So, when I remember how to operate the game, we'll dive in. Quack outfit isn't bad. Yeah, it's not bad. A fencing mask on there and stuff. I don't like the coat on it. It just doesn't quite click for me. But the helmet's quite cool. I've had that for many a moon though. It's an old outfit, that one. Pyneithia, is it? The crazy ghoul lady who turns into a ghoul. She wears a reskinned version of that, which you can get as part of that quest line. And hers is like white rather than black. Ah, rocking and rolling. Nice. Yeah, something might work in the swamp. I might have to play around with some settings and things on reflection, because I was faffing around earlier, so it may not be set up correctly. Or maybe it is. Nice. Yeah, it is set up right. Oh. What do you know, hey? What do you know? Right, let's have a look at the challenges we got. So, straight in. Chew bubblegum, do that. Daily challenges, daily quest undo, destroying a soldier on. Mildly inconvenient, but I can do it, I think. Well, there's one that doesn't involve me going into a silo to find it. That's the only annoying thing. Terminal, Blood Eagles, circuitry and steel should be easy enough. Circuitry, yeah, that'll be easy enough. The weeklies. Collect ballistic ammo. Probably do that. Purified water. I don't want to do that one because I don't really have a lot of use for it, so I'll re-roll that, I think. Fiberglass, that's also kind of annoying, to be honest. Stimpaks and cams, that should be easy enough. Daily ops, run 3 daily ops, so that'll be... That's an uplink, that's doable. Flare at Tinker's Bench, fire damage to enemies. I don't think I have anything that does fire damage at the moment. I mean, I could, that's... Yeah, actually, you know what, that'd be easy enough to do. Destroy robots, use springs, and sell weapons to NPC vendors. Yeah, well, that's easy enough. So, look at the event challenges. Week 2 challenges. Collect Stimpaks, chems with the money backpack equipped. 76 Stimpaks or chems. That's a lot. I mean, maybe we'll do a bit of crafting, but that is a lot of chems. If I do, I'll probably do that at the end, because I think I might get a decent amount out of running daily ops and possibly some expeditions, though, so we might be okay there. Cigar box, again, slightly annoying, but I can do it. Consume an alcoholic beverage, that's very annoying. I fucking hate that challenge when it comes up in whatever form it comes in. Craft ballistic ammo, that's it, craft ballistic ammo, oh, for the love of God. These are annoyingly specific things that I won't be doing, so... Like, yeah, fuck off with this crap. I've said this before, but when they redid the season system to the new pages thing last year, they changed the wrong thing. I should have kept the scoreboards and changed the way the challenges work from the ground up, because that's just... they're just dull and annoying at this point. Which is why I'm kind of... the first thing I stop doing if I've got a lot on my plate when it comes to streaming is streaming 76, because this is just... I'm bored of it. Long since bored of it, actually. Protectrons, that'll be easy enough. It says, possibly. Actually, it won't be that easy. 50 Protectrons is not easy. Although, we'll see how we do. Like a terminal. Yeah, this is just a really fucking shitty set of challenges this week. And scrap junk to produce gold. Okay. So, I need to craft 3 flares first off. Yeah, not a fan of that. That is a bunch of garbage. Absolute crap. Souvenirs? Yeah. Can't scrap them, can I? So I'll have to just drop them then. Okay. So, chew bubble gum. We can do that while we're here. Really ask your opinion. Okay. Don't need that. That was easy enough. Circuitry steel, blood eagles, terminal, daily ups, robots, weapons, fire damage. I'll need something that'll do fire damage. No, that won't work. Do I re-roll the fire damage? Because it is kind of annoying. It's not that annoying. Let's take take holy fire with me. And a bit of... oh, there was ballistic ammo, wasn't it? A bit of fuel. Should do the job. I needed to craft a buttload of ballistic ammo somewhere, didn't I? No, just 60 actually, that's not too bad. Robots in the White Spring Mall. It's just a pain in the arse as well, they just keep coming at you, which is both convenient and a pain in the arse. No, I'd rather just not do the challenge, it's just that sucky, I don't want to do it. And I'm not going to engage with things that piss me off that much, to be honest. Because then they think it's things that we want, and we don't really want to encourage them to do this shit. Which is why nobody should be doing the raids, because we shouldn't be encouraging this shit. Unfortunately, nobody bloody listens when they should. There was something else, I'm sure there was something else. Maybe imagine that. No, craft a buttload of more ammo, wasn't it? Okay, right. I need 700 actually, don't I? So that's not so bad. I do that, that'll be much easier. We'll tell you, it might not be a bad bet. If I aggro all the enemies there, they won't actually bother me so much. It won't be as inconvenient to me, so... that one I do like a bit more, actually. Right. So 30 robots. There was a load of Protectrons, wasn't there? 50 Protectrons. Yeah, let's go on a slaying spree in Watoga, shall we? I like that one. Start off with. Well, no, I take it back. I'm not going to go so far as to say I like it. I could tolerate it. What's up with the raids? They should never have been put in the game. They're a fucking insult, is what's up for them. And I have some rerolls. Well, I thought about this, but half the time when you reroll something, you get something worse anyway. So it's kind of a tactical choice, that one. Constant crashing on the final boss and you haven't bothered since. Their mere existence in the game is an insult, in my view. And I don't really care about any other view, really, so... Yeah. This is the way. Don't engage with that shit and maybe they'll get the message. Won't count on it, but... Still. Yeah. There's some good stuff on this season, I have to admit. And the mini-season as well has got some decent stuff on it, although it's much smaller, so... less impactful in that way, but... yeah, I'm okay with it. It's very foggy. I feel like I'm playing Oblivion again. Is that a bot or is that... no, that's a chair, I think. There's an assault on here actually, isn't there? Up this way, now that I think about it. I just did the bot, did they? No, like I say, they should have never put that fucking joke in the game in the first place. Oh yeah, we forgot to do something else, didn't we? Which is not the end of the world, but anyway. I missed. That has kicked in. Wonderful. I should also check something else while I think about it. Hang on. Make sure I've got all the score boosts that are available here. I think I probably have. Don't think there's any more after that one, is there? Make sure I haven't screwed up. Nope, I haven't. That's fine. Right. Oh, wait. Okay. Mostly going for mods. Don't think people enjoy it. Shouldn't be doing it for that reason either. We don't need 4-star legendaries in the game. They're a bad addition too. Well, they're less annoying than the raids themselves are, to be honest. Less problematic. Hell no, Sassy. It is an insult to a large portion of the player base and should never be in the game. It's not in the form it is in. Should not be engaging with that. Nobody should. Otherwise, they'll just continue doing this stupid shit. Did you chirp? No, you didn't.
The transit hub of Watoga offers monorail and bus services to the greater Cranberry Bog area.
Hello. Goodbye. Whacking poor defenseless robots. Oblivion needs more Skyrim does. Yes, it definitely does. But, well, losing the name. Still. Surprisingly more in Oblivion than I expected, to be fair.
Protect and serve.
50. Ugh.
Protect.
Yay for hit reg.
The Civic Center is your home to the future of music. Automaton. Sound.
There you are. Chop, chop, chop. Sorted. I don't know about the season. The next update is fishing related. I wouldn't be surprised to see fishing feature on the season though. There'll probably almost certainly be fishing related rewards on it, but I don't know if that's going to be the theme. I wouldn't be surprised, but I don't know.
Welcome to Watoga,
Well,
city of the future.
Protect.
Welcome to the city of Watoga. You have arrived at the city of the future. This is Watoga, city of the future.
I would sooner quit playing the game altogether than team up with randoms. Seems that would require me to actually go out and get a real job. That should tell you just how much I despise the edition. Favorite prefab? Oh, that's a difficult one. I really like the what's it called? It's like a trailer caravan type thing. It's quite an old one. It's a really simple one, but it's a good size. It fits. You can do quite a lot with it. It blends into a lot of different builds. Makes sense in the setting and stuff. Yeah, I like it. Just about rusty enough without and beaten up enough without being too far off the end of the scale in that regard. It's a good. I hear clanking. Not what I heard, but it'll do. It's a good prefab, that one. It's the first one that springs to mind. What about him? Well, fishing mechanics as good as it gets in any video game I've ever seen one in, I think, so far. Based on what I've seen, Steve. I had a good play with it on the PTS. Well, a few hours with it on the PTS, anyway. I do wish you had to manually cast your line out, though. Because just pressing an activate button just... it feels like a missed opportunity. Respond to my button presses, please, game. Thank you. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, well, it's fine for now. There's a new bug that I've noticed recently, and I have reported. Every so often, the camera won't change heights, and I can't do it with the scroll wheel, and I can't do it by sort of looking a direction and moving. It's just fixed at a certain height. Sometimes going out of photo mode and going back in will solve the issue, but not consistently. It's kind of irritating. But I noticed that started this week. Wasn't here before then, but that's when I noticed it. Ah, more robots to whack.
Protect and serve.
Don't even offer a dynamite option. That would be funny. But, maybe a little bit too much. I mean, they could do it if the only thing it could get you was the most common tier of fish. Then you can have the joke and... I don't know, I felt like exploring that bus then. Yeah, then you could have the joke and not have it kind of ruin the rest of the mechanic, but... if I remember correctly... Server Camp Alpha might have a bunch of robots at it. Oh dear. Somebody's having a bad day there. So disappointed I couldn't extract a decent build out of a shovel. I did try. Even with all the extra ghoul perks, couldn't do it. Building's definitely the best bit. 100%. We've got a research centre, that's where I want to go next. Hopefully the build will come one day. Yeah, I mean, I kind of get why things like the pickaxe and the shovel and stuff are a bit crap and why not every item is as good as others. But it just makes for fun ideas kind of worthless, which is a bit sad. Much as it makes sense, it is a bit sad.
intruder.
Oh dear. Yeah, you had to press that 3 times to get him to swing that second time. I think that's mostly down to delay on between attacks, like limited swing speed. Still. Not my favourite robots. Robot brains do quite enjoy smashing them up. I feel like I'm not convinced that the interior layout matches the exterior layout for this place. And it's in the scrapped one. Yeah, there's 2 sort of trailer prefabs. It's the smaller one that I like. Remember, when I go back to camp in a bit, I'll show you the one I mean. So make sure we are on the same page. See if there are any others that leap out at me as being particularly good.
Target.
CD Shed isn't bad. If you'd kindly register my hits, that would be great. Thank you. Oh, hurry up. Thank you.
You could run. I'm trying to kill you.
Mine ain't succeeding, honey. Mine ain't succeeding.
Your attempted escape is only making
I'm a stubborn motherfucker. No, he didn't get into trouble because of you. He got into trouble because he was being a dumbass. And only has himself to blame for it. To nobody's surprise, I am absolutely sure. Why do so many things have that bloody concrete bottom? That is the eternal question. I do not know, but it is exceedingly infuriating. Oh, there you are. That's one that sounded like it was up. Need another 11 protectrons. I suppose I'm going to find 11 protectrons. We'll see how we do. It's not right now, anyway.
I really hope you're willing. Don't let the alluring voice fool you. I'm a lethal killing machine.
Okay. Lethal killing machine that is... Ah, I was going to say conspicuous by its absence. But I found him now. I knew there was one in here. Ah, just slightly out of reach, damn it. More surprised if I'm in trouble. Yeah, that's true. I have to admit, the news did not come as a surprise to me. But, yes. I know him well enough to know exactly how he reacted and why. Without even knowing what was... Well, I should do know what was said, don't I? But I can say without knowing what was said. But even then, I would probably have made a pretty informed guess. That's really what I want. Oh, there's a chemistry station in here. Right. Next stop, let's get over here a minute. Head back to camp, reset, and push on out again. Don't want to scrap that, that's for sure. Need to sell weapons though, don't I? Pretty sure I've got a lot of stuff. I don't know why I picked it up in there. Reasonable that, anyway. Right. Still need 9 more protectrons. Other than White Spring, I don't know where I'm going to find 9 more protectrons. You know what? Yeah, I do. Maybe. Let's try Arctos Farmer. In the mayor's office in Ortega. Maybe, yeah. God, I've not been in there in a long time. Very long time.
Approach and identify yourself. Law-abiding citizens.
One's upstairs somewhere. Here?
False alarm. Standing.
Upstairs or downstairs? You're gonna shoot at me? Use a weapon I can see. There's got to be a way up to the roof around here somewhere, and I can't remember where it is. Here? Yeah, there we go. Right, so maybe downstairs one.
Didn't you hear me coming? Now, I bloody fantastic.
Guess I'll just go fuck myself. Dude's got the reach of an amputee. Oh dear me. Hey, but I don't see you. Where are you?
Do not attempt to flee. Just
Aha, there's one.
administered swiftly and
The studio, the steel bunker that was in Fallout 4. Not sure which one you mean.
has prevailed. Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning.
Still hear more of the appropriate type of clunking somewhere. Hear it, don't see him. Ah, you are.
It's right there.
Where the... Seriously, where the fuck are you? Up on the roof? There you are. Got you, you clunky git. Victory! Nice jump attack. It went quite well, that one. Pop up through the skylight, give him a whack and drop back in like some kind of angry Diglett. Something. I'm sure this is the right crowd for random Pokemon references, but it's a miracle I even have any, to be honest. Blood Eagles, hack terminals. There's probably a terminal here somewhere to hack, isn't there? Probably, maybe. Or not. Ah, I don't want to go up. I want to go down. Stuck on an upper floor. Can I find the stairs? Out in there. That doesn't go where I thought it went. Oh, the reception terminal. Hey, finally one. Ow, my eyes hurt. Lots. Colt, okay. My tries haven't been reset yet, and they should be. Because there isn't. Oh, maybe there's only one thing left in there. That's probably why. Where's the safe? There it is. Don't we need a sledgehammer? Ah, we need to sell sledgehammers now. Need weapons to sell. Hello there. Shoot insult bot? No, shoot the prize button. Cheer at insult bot. That's the way we do it. Most wanted, huh? Could maybe sell it up. Not going to try though. I'm going to go back, reset, and then see about heading back out again. Oh. Yeah, all I'm saying is you have the power for a reason, no? Well, with the next mini season, that will be rather difficult to predict. They tend to go like kind of a bit random with them, really, unless it's maybe a specific sort of calendar event like Valentine's or something. Yeah. 4th of July related one, maybe? That could happen. What am I going in there for? I don't actually need anything out of the house at the moment. Yeah, that would be my guess. Anything cakes, alright? There? Down there, I see. Catch. Still alive, huh? Have another one. Bye. Don't call again. Right. What was the deal with the daily ops? Mole miners in burrows again. It's uplink though, so it's not quite so bad actually. That's alright, it's not decryption. Although it is still the same-ish as I did last time. Daily quests, species enough, blood eagles. Daily quests and blood eagles I think is going to be the next thing.
Directive, acquire all junk. Still in progress.
Intruder alarm went off. Use the little floor piece up there to put the turret on. You still managed to leap up there and get it, which is slightly annoying. I threw 2 grenades at your mate. And then your other friend got shot by my turret and chopped into pieces, and you're still here. Not very smart, are you? Yep, wrong side there. Next season, yeah, no idea really. Other than fishing will feature in some way. It might be a strong fishing theme, they often do that. Fishing will definitely feature to some extent. Blood eagles. Anywhere I'm going hunt a bunch of blood eagles I don't normally go. Not that's particularly convenient for anything else I'm doing, is there? I think go with Ryan's Labour Camp as you know what, I might not. I'll try and come up with something a bit better. Cliff Watch. Is that right? No, let's do Seneca Gang Camp and work our way from there. It's kind of in the right direction anyway. Another my Salisbury people repeatedly, in fact, MB actually. Officers of culling. It's not really much difference, is there? Sounds kind of fishy. Well, my cat will be happy then. Mind you, I won't, because she had fish for breakfast the other day and it didn't end too well. Oh, that was a neat decapitation. There's another weapon I wouldn't mind seeing out of the game either. This specific installment, that is. Would be weird, but I think it'd still be the right choice. No fat man. We got 5, okay. We'll get another 5 out of here. Nah, it's not murder, it's sport. Edinburgh, do I have a Discord? I don't, but social links are in description if you want to DM me on there. Blue Sky would probably be the best bet. Possibly Instagram as a second. Victory. Something that looks suspiciously like it anyway. You don't need to learn raids, Craig. As previously discussed, we need to not be doing them. It's the only way they'll stop doing this shit. Oh, tits. I was meant to sell all that. Oh well.
Stick up. Just
Yeah, it counts. That's fine.
1, 2, 5, 4, sell.
Saved it in time. Salvaged it. Daily quests. Okay, easiest ones are Camden Park. Vulcan armor. Yeah, not worth it. Chase that stuff down and they'll keep putting this crap in the game over and over again. Besides, everybody knows T60 is a superior choice. Accept no substitutes, etc., etc.
Rank personality not found.
Personality module load failure. Default personality initialized. Booth ID, Dross Toss, is operational. Please begin action. Toss at target. Dross container for prize. Mr. Fuzzy tokens.
We're back in a second, Zach. Hang on. Chop, chop, chop. Nice. Remember what the heck button I need? Bullseye. Yes! Clean as a whistle. Oh, did that go through? I don't know if it did. Did that time. Last time I failed on all of them. I hit the tyre, but I didn't get it through the middle, and I felt very, very sad. Okay, so daily ops, fire damage to enemies. Let's do that while we're here. Did you actually not respond to my click again? You didn't, did you? Yet. And Katie. Not sure if I got over the line there or not. This thing's so ridiculously powerful, even with no points in it, it's crazy. You got the last one? I did, good. Almost didn't really like I might have pulled it off. Good, I have. Thought as much. Right, next stop. While I think about the idea I'm having, I'm going to see if I can find fiberglass. Because I could look it up, I suppose. I've got notes over there, but... Makes you feel like a space marine. I can understand that, yeah. Interesting, Zerka. Cool, my first thought regarding mole miners was really. I have the ongoing belief that there should be a massive mole miner colony under the ash heap with tunnels stretching all over Appalachia that would make for an amazing story expansion, but... that's what I'd like to see. So, now, the million-dollar question is, do telephones have fiberglass in them? The other million-dollar question is, why do I have a mouse if clicking does nothing? Yes, they do. Wonderful. That guy just threw himself at me and died, so... read into that what you will. What I think of it, let's go here. Where here is here. Enjoy your luck, Craigs. Yeah, I do think it's too easy to get and use. No, I'll definitely agree with that. It's never sat right with me that this top tier, massively expensive military equipment, the equivalent of a tank, basically, is just lying around the Appalachian countryside in such vast numbers. Even discounting things like the weird armor sets that probably aren't canon. Yeah, that still strikes me as weird. Yep, not surprised. You with a very sharp sword. Interesting to see how more miners develop over 200 years. Yeah, that'll be an interesting thing to see. If I remember Shady Sam. If I remember rightly, isn't he in the waterfront district in Imperial City? I have yet to visit, actually. Oh, I remember there being more phones in here. Oh, there's some at least. Keep my knees itching. So there are other places I can go if I need to, but... maybe it's random and that's what's throwing me off. Nearly there. Sounds like a bad decision to me, that's Steve. The whole thing's never worth the hassle. There's one.
It was nothing.
You bloody wish, mate. You bloody wish.
So small, so weak. That would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off.
Yeah, I would like to have the old scaffolding sets and stuff in. They were good, those. It's strange. They're all over the map, so why they haven't made it available to us, don't know. Well, the wall plus stable will be somewhere along there. Oh, I thought he was in. Okay. I thought he was in Waterfront District. I don't know where I got that impression from. Hey! Fine, run away then. Die, you little git. Dodging. Yeah, if I was a gambling man, it wouldn't be where I put my money, actually. The not getting into trouble bit, I mean. Obviously. Nasty. Should be enough anyway.
Never alone.
We can fix that if you'd like, buddy. Alright. Let's get to the refuge. Off we go. Because I need to get drunk. Can ghouls get drunk? Don't know. More miners felt the need for respirators is an interesting thought. Don't know enough about them to really predict where they might develop.
Interest you in wine, beer, and or spirits? Guests are welcome to relate their problems.
What do I need?
Desired.
20.
Wow, they've really gotten set up here.
Let's see how that does.
It's nice to see people around.
You have become an alcoholic. Doesn't surprise me too much.
This place is a little too cushy. Robot butlers? Is this a refuge or a palace?
Nice.
I heard about what happened in Morgantown.
So, stim packs. We need more cigar boxes. Are there more cigar boxes around here? There probably are somewhere.
Stressed? Yeah, we all are.
Wonder if they have any chems laying around here.
Please let me cut that guy's head off. He's not using it.
Think about it. I spend all day outside trying not to get shot at. Sometimes I miss how simple life was on the farm.
We could always use an extra hand around here.
You'd think with all that tinkering Skippy does that he'd come up with something more medicinal.
I bet he's got plenty of things that are medicinal tucked away somewhere.
He's come across something interesting.
I wouldn't count it. I was half expecting Orlando to have cigarettes in their inventory. Failing all else, I think I'm lost. Failing all else, I'm lost. Where the heck do I need to be? Aha! No, wait. That way!
Oh, I can't wait until dinner.
Did Giuseppe overcharge me for that hairbrush?
Giuseppe overcharge you? Would he do a thing like that? You're not dating in a way.
I think I heard a protection
God, but I got a hankering for a fuss wumble. When that robot gotta go and break down. I don't have a hizzy.
Sir?
Surely come along and fix it any moment now.
I know where there's...
Oh, how are we going to accommodate so many guests? They aren't
I know where there's
I'd be kicking back with a fuss fumble.
what the heck they call cigar boxes. Yeah, I think they're mostly cigarettes though. Specifically need cigars. I'm sure I've seen some around here, so.
Welcome to the White Spring. All of our guest rooms and cottages are
Hello.
currently being refurbished. We are not accepting new reservations at this time. We regret the inconvenience. Please enjoy the resort's
If you reservations, words.
Our bag check has been discontinued. No checked baggage has been reclaimed in 23 years.
Let's just get through everybody's junk and see if I can find anything. Not being ever know.
Good day, sir. Interested in a bit of sport? I've armor and kit for your next expedition.
May I be of assistance?
Yeah, got any cigars, mate?
Sir,
Cigar, there you go. Ah, I didn't realise that chemistry station was that old. Or I had forgotten that it was. Where I think I remember seeing them, I'm not seeing any. There's maybe one more place I could check. Maybe. I mean, probably not in the fire station, but...
Tours of the White Spring Fire Station are available upon request. Approach and identify yourself. Security is our priority. Citizens will not be harmed.
Nope, nothing in that. That was a long shot. Enclave bunker, that would make sense. Knew I saw a cigar box in here before that ghoul went and exploded. Yep. Right. Gold. I need to hack 2 terminals and find some gold. Gold I'm okay with. The terminals might be a little bit more challenging to find any, really. Well, am I streaming tomorrow? That's a good question, actually. If I am streaming tomorrow, then it'll be Avowed.
Is under our protection.
Golf club. Yeah, I thought about that as well, but lots of ghouls going to go banging there. Yeah, if I stream tomorrow, it'll be Avowed, but I might take advantage of the last day of good weather and go out instead, because God knows how long it'll be before the good weather comes back, you know?
People suddenly see value in gold and silver again.
So, yeah, that's where I'm currently at the moment. Nice. So... I need 2 terminals. Then we'll do some daily ops. Energy plant, 1 in Westec. Water station with the Liberators. That's not far away. Let's try that. Take it. Been there in a long old time. Don't know if there is a terminal in Westec to hack or not. There's a few around. It's just that moment when you need one that you can't remember, isn't it? Gonna take it to kill robots. Yeah. Schmack. And I was pressing the bot button for at least a week before that guy attacked me. I'm only bothering to take the time to kill you because it's inconvenient to try and restore my glow. Ball! No. The 2 layers are great. Kill. That's the control. Offline, okay. Well, there's one. Where else might there be one? I know where there's one. You know what? Let's do that. Manview Lighthouse. To be honest, MB, I normally burn on cloudy days, but it's not been quite that strong lately. Pretty sure I still do burn quickly, but maybe not quite as quickly as I did. Maybe. Yeah. Nice. So, all I need to do now... I see. Stem packs and daily ops. So, both of those, hopefully, we can do together. Yeah, not a good thing to mess with that, Emily. It is risky. At best. Okay. Let's go sell a couple of bits quickly. And then we'll do these daily ops. Yeah. Well, depending on what you're on, then may or may not be a question of quantity. But better safe than sorry. Cheers, Berserker. Should be working on one in the next couple of days. Well, starting tomorrow.
Measures. Don't get any ideas. Jump. You looking at me? How about you stop looking and start buying?
You need that right now. You don't need that.
It's dangerous to go alone. It's dangerous to go in groups. It's just dangerous out there. So stock up here.
Cool. Right. Back to camp and rock and roll time. Great. Oh, holy fire in the stash box. That's what I was thinking about. That's what I was thinking of. I do quite like this suit of power armor. It looks quite cool. Good skin, that. Kind of happy that none of the challenges this week are group-centric. It's an improvement over last time. Or require me to be in a public world, anyway. Right, so that one's there, that one's there, that one's there. It's back to the... Right, okay. Just trying to remap my way around this area for an uplink, because I've not done uplink in burrows in a long old time. I think it was the first one I learnt my way around when they first introduced daily ops, way back when. Many moons ago.
Initiate Vernon Dodge, Brotherhood of Steel. This area is a hotbed of enemy activity, but we've lost connection to the uplinks, providing intel. The uplinks won't work until until the signal repeater's been repaired. That's priority one. Get moving.
Here, round the corner. There we go.
Signal calibration started. Watch your back. Just kicked a hornet's nest.
Union power armor is definitely a good choice for this one. All the toxic goo going around. So much shit everywhere, I can't even see the bad guys. Nice and easy. Go, please. Oh, I don't know. Anybody'd think it was a request. Somebody's doing a lot of hard work shooting walls out there. Catch you later, MB. Have a good night. So it's unnecessary, but hey, whatever. Yo!
Not done yet. Head to uplink 2 and hustle.
Canned coffee is quite helpful for this. Keep your sprint speed up.
Signal calibration started on uplink 2. Give them hell in the meantime.
Oh, my headphones are protesting. Don't forget to the end of the daily up before they ask me to recharge the battery or change the battery. That was a slaughter. Do a Westec run at some point, top up my supply of toxic goo. I'm overburdened at the moment, I don't think.
Second uplink is back.
Nice.
Job isn't done yet. I got a pocket of activity that needs to be looked into. Proceed with caution.
It's down this way. Through here, and we made it.
Looks like the right place. Stir the pot a bit. Let's see what floats to the top.
Get over the... Fuck you, fat man, get over there. Couldn't get through the gap, I was too fat. Which is exceedingly annoying. How's the time looking? Not good.
This is it. We got him mad now. Take down that priority target ASAP.
And my headphones are out. Couldn't have given me another minute, could they? I've got 30 seconds left in there. Fortunately, that's ridiculously OP.
Head home for some rest, team. I'll take over from here. Dodge out.
How do we do? 20 seconds to go. 21 seconds. Not think it's great on that front myself anymore now. I keep meaning to do something about it, but primarily that means I need to accept being hungry most of the day long, and I'm not really down for doing that. Ooh, cowboy duster. I have that one. Pretty sure I got the Wendigo tube, maybe. Still, double drop's not bad for the first run. Yeah, how many sympathy at 5? So that's a nice little step in the right direction. Let's change that battery while I'm fast travelling back. So sitting here in silence. Headphones nearly got away from me now. That was a fun build. Halloween. There we are. Reached the stage where my fan is just blowing hot air around now. Instigating, action points with each kill, action point cost. That'll actually be moderately decent. Actually, not quite as good as I thought it would be. But when the next patch drops, that would be a decent gun. Not quite as good as I thought it was going to be, but moderately decent. Right. How are we doing? Just need daily ops. Nice. And we will be well on our way. I've got to Flatwoods, home of the green monster. All of them at once?
Have stopped coming through. Find them, fix them.
Get out of my way.
Head there and repair it first. On the double team. Team, I've got a signal.
Congratulations.
Uplink to re-establish connection.
See if we can't get a better time this time.
Beginning signal calibration.
Still take me 2 seconds behind where I want to be.
Contact.
Ideally, you should have that completed and ticking along in under 30 seconds. That's the goal. That was a tiny little bit slow this time. Let's see a fucking thing. Nice. Hmm. Stand around the corner here and lure out the ones that don't want to come close. He's got a missile launcher tucked under his arm like a roller carpet. Did I hear about Bethesda accidentally leaking Super Mutant transformation? They did not. There's absolutely nothing planned on that front. It's just wishful thinking on some people's part.
Second uplink is starting to come through now. You got this, team.
Yep, it's bollocks. Absolute rubbish. The only things that have leaked from Bethesda lately are the Oblivion remake. Remaster. There's a lot of people out there claiming they would like to see a Super Mutant player type, but they haven't really thought it through. And yeah, they're definitely not going to follow the Ghoul that quickly with Super Mutant players. Definitely not. like there's any point to it anyway. There's not really anything you can give a super mutant. They haven't already given the ghoul anyway. All the traits of a super mutant. Really good in melee combat. Already got that. Radiation and mutation resistance. Already got that. Sterile. Already got that. Nothing really that they can give a super mutant that Ghoul doesn't already have. Yeah, April Fool's next to it. That doesn't surprise me either. Especially even the timing. Ooh, I'm self-hurt. I wasn't paying attention.
Second uplink is back. Excellent work. Job isn't done yet. I got a pocket of activity that needs to be looked into. Proceed with caution. This is the place. Guns, sledgehammers, and whatever you got on you at the ready. Cause some trouble.
Well, a few occasions when my super is actually not helpful. Back to it being helpful again. Oh, for fuck's sake, get down the gap, you git.
Yep, that did the trick. We're sending out the big guns now. Take them down. Ad Victoriam. Pat yourself on the back, team. You done good. These upgrades
Nice.
are critical for the safety of Appalachia. Head home. Dodge out.
Slightly faster, a couple of seconds faster. 15 stimpaks of trouble this time. Need to deliberate on whether or not I want to spend some time between now and next week ranking up my alteration skill in Oblivion. I might just do that. Caught up with that last section was a bit quicker, I think. Nice to catch up though. New glasses sticking to my nose in a weird fashion. Alright, one more to go. And we shall be done. Yeah, before I blocked to a single press of a button last night. Yeah, a relief. It's the grinding part of it that I'm unsure about, Gray, not the actual doing of it.
Brotherhood of Steel. This area is a hotbed of enemy activity, but we've lost connection to the uplink, providing intel. First step is to repair the signal repeater. Shouldn't be far. Head there now. Okay. The repeater's coming through now. Head to the first uplink. Let's get them connected. Signal calibration starting. I'm picking up hostiles. Team, give them the Brotherhood welcome.
Hum. Take a bit longer if I don't stay in the boost zone. Have I hit the repair on cap module with this build yet? Don't think I have. Don't think so. Should go check that actually. But I stashed my camp module way out of the way. Primarily to force any attackers to spawn on the bottom side of a cliff and basically bottleneck them on the way up to my camp. So actually going down that repair thing would be kind of annoying. I don't know. Should check. It wasn't dead, that one would be a unit now, given where he just got hit with an auto axe. Feather is definitely a nice one. Not quite so bothered about water walking. Maybe actually. Regards a couple of like niche uses where it might be helpful, but the camp module only affects player travelling when you initially place it. In that it'll determine where your spawn point is. Well, your spawn point's always on, almost always in the northeast corner of your camp. But the direction you're facing when you place it down will determine which way you face when you arrive. Other than that, regarding enemy spawns, yeah, they usually spawn right on top of the camp unit. If it's specifically an attack, not an environmental case of an NPC wandering by and being pulled in that way. And yeah, they're actually spawning to attack your camp. It'll be on top of that. Which in my case, chucks them down the side of the cliff when they do it. Because of where I have it set up. How you doing, Tinky? Leatherface would be proud. Excuse me, how dare? Nearly there. Sneak out and do some shopping. Yeah, not too bad. Not too shabby.
Sledgehammers and whatever you got on you to the ready. Cause some trouble.
There's trouble we can do.
Well, hell, you found yourself a priority target, team. Do Appalachia a favor and kill it quick.
Him.
Target eliminated and in fine fashion.
Yep.
Head home for some rest, team.
Ridiculously overpowered, that.
Dodge out.
And also maybe about to break. Yes, it is. Ooh. 23. That might be the fastest of the lot, actually. Yeah, it was. And a few more stimpaks that I don't really need. So an item on the atomic shop I saw that I regret not picking up. I don't know, you know, probably, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head. There's definitely stuff I would like to get a hold of that is usually stuff I haven't got, but I haven't picked up, is either stuff that was Fallout First before I started having Fallout First, which is a few bits and pieces, but not major, really. Or it's stuff that was part of a larger bundle, and I didn't want the rest of the bundle, but it wasn't available separately. So there's a few things like that that are still out there that I haven't managed to get a hold of yet. That's usually my position on it. Tough to say, huh? That should be around again, I would have thought. Eventually. While we're here, let's see whether or not my power armor needs any repairs. Nope. On the right loadout. So I probably do need a fair bit of toxic goo. I do. So let's make a little trip to West Tech. When I can remember where it is, there it is. Get on that. There's a few things thinking about it on the atomic shop that I have picked up that I kind of wish I hadn't, but not a lot. But a couple. These days it's not quite as painful because I'm in the very, very lucky position that I am grateful for that Bethesda give me Fallout First without my having to shell out for it. So if I get something from the atomic shop, chances are I'm not losing out by deciding I'm not a fan. But it does suck when you're not in that position. Might do if it's really that bad. You can ask for a refund and they will sort it. A few hoops notwithstanding. That went right through him, I saw it. Put it on my tab. 699. Fall asleep in the comfy chair. Yeah, it used to happen to me a lot. My last house, in a fairly comfortable armchair that I just kind of drop into and doze off in that all the time. Whew. Doesn't happen so much these days, though. Just die already. Right. Head across a river to get back to your horse. I could see the reason that might help. $99. I'm happy with that. Could run right through West Tech, but I don't really feel like it right now. TBH. What we got here? Anything good? Well, it's got a decent number of likes, so worth a look. Incomu. Well, I'm not sure, but we could go and have a look. Where am I at the moment? West Tech? Yeah, why not? Any more of them appeared in my private world, as eventually I want to do. I'm gonna have a gander. Yeah, I imagine the trailer will be back at some point. Worth keeping an eye out for. I've definitely seen it a fair few times. But not recently, so that bodes well for it not being that much longer either. Oh yeah, what a great place to have me spawn in. Can I get down here without breaking bones? Not really. Get down here, I believe, though. Yeah. Not bad. Lots of floating, which is not the best, but otherwise. Okay. Well, it's extending out from here, that's why. Out of wabbit. It's not bad. Can't even go in the shelter. One time I decided I might have a look, they've locked it. How are we doing? 10:15. Right, up, over. As well, so there's a limited supply. Right then, so, since I don't think I've shown this yet, see if I can. That's what I'm currently wearing. I've got a bit more light over here. Bloody third person bullshit, motherfucking. Okay, exist. Yeah, this is the one that's currently on the atomic shop. Bright there. Let's try shuffling over here and see if that helps. Nope, not really. Doesn't reflect in a particularly natural way, does it? Yeah, it's not bad. The green beret, and it kind of goes with the green glowing eyes. Quite fun. I don't know how much grinding I'm going to be in the mood for here, but we can run a couple of. Actually, no. Before I do that, I was going to say we can run a couple of expeditions. But before I run them, let's do a quick thing. Turn the sound off. Go check. Not that. The Appalachian Outlaws event. Now that we've got it completed. Did I pick everything up last time? I did, didn't I? Yeah. So I was really just claiming the extra tickets back, which is fine. Yeah, detective board's quite cool. Prison break poster's not bad. I do quite like the backpack, though I might change it. Yeah, there's lots of bits that I quite like. Anything on here that I haven't got that I want? Rank 82. That's urgent, not right now. I'll have that. Beryl, gotta have that. The others can kind of wait. And this will unlock at 89. Okay. There's actually a couple of bits I wouldn't mind on there. So I'll take that. I'm not going to rush towards either of those. Probably everything else that I particularly want. I haven't got these statues, but they're the big ones, aren't they, I think? Yeah. So they're kind of low priority for me, really, as well. I think I got most of everything else I want. Radio civil engineer? Yeah, might as well. Don't see myself using it really, but still. Mutated guts, loot bags, weird. Sucker chem set's worth having for sure. Scout armor, I suppose. Yeah, no, we're certainly not going to use that, but you know, might as well. Glowing ghoul mask, let's have that. Cool, so that brings us up to date on there. What was the other thing I was just thinking I wanted to do? I've kind of forgotten now. Or something else. Have I got Brotherhood version of this paint? I think I have now, haven't I? Yeah, I have. Could use that. Decisions. Team for seasons. Pity I'm going to meet it. Yeah, I don't know. I suspect most of them, well, they often are not copyright safe. So, we have a lot of options there. Nope, I've forgotten it. Either it'll come back to me or it won't. Whatever. Robots don't shoot anymore. Interesting. Didn't really register that. I was just running out and whacking them so fast I just assumed I got there first. For some reason, the sensitivity on the mouse skyrockets when I'm in the bird. Down away.
An opportunity like no other. Compete in the game.
Oh dear.
And meet your true self. Unveil your deepest capabilities.
Thinking a bit. Yeah, just realised we're on brand today. It's not quite the right brand. Starfield shirt. That I can't figure out how to uncrease and reverse on the camera. Oh, it's bloody warm though, I know that. Right, let's get stuck in, shall we? Got about Starfield. Not played in a bit, but I only uninstalled it because I had no choice. Flowers, eh? We desperately needed the drive space, so when the updates come out later in the year, we'll jump into that. Long stretch of radio silence. Yes, they did confirm earlier in the year that they're working on stuff and there's going to be a new expansion this year and other stuff. But that's all we've heard so far. It's not in here at all, is it not? Okay. I press shift and you run. That's how this is supposed to work. Thank you. Oh, there it is. Yeah. My action points draining in a way that is really quite inconvenient. Alright. Curious to see what they've got planned for Starfield, actually. No idea what the next DLC might be. We had a title for the last one, which I've now bloody forgotten already, because of course I have. Before Shattered Space, that's it. Before Starfield even launched. And then after that, the base game made it fairly clear where the obvious place to put DLC was for that particular one. But, for fuck's sake, it's not quite so clear this time. Yeah, Shattered Space. Like, House of Rune was the obvious choice based on where, like, the gaps in the game when it launched. Or the limited amount of content relating to that faction anyway. Now, less clear. There were rumours about something Starborn related, but I don't know how true those might be. Yeah, once you get the knack of them, they're not too bad, these, I don't find. We've got a strong build for in-game content. And these days, a strong build for in-game content is just so ridiculously overpowered that it's pretty much farcical, really. Yeah, people like the power fantasy. People are fucking stupid, though. You aren't listen to people. One of the DLCs could stand on shipbuilding. Yeah, something related to that would be good. I hope it's not a full DLC though. I hope they do a big story DLC and then maybe something smaller that does the shipbuilding stuff. Outposts would be nice. A massive overhaul to the outpost building system to make it actually fun to build with would be cool. But again, I don't think it's massively going to be high on the priority list either. Outposts, making outposts interesting was always going to be difficult with Starfield because contained prefab habs, the way they went, is the obvious thing to do for building on, you know, remote and dangerous worlds. What else would you do in that scenario? But it does really curtail your building and decoration options, though. It's much less flexible when it's all prefabs that just snap together, Subnautica style, which is what it basically is. Although it's kind of the same way that the ships work, and it looks better there. I don't think you will, buddy.
You'll never break me. I am strong. I am glorious.
You're wearing a cow print outfit, you dumbass. And you're in the stocks. There you go. I think I slightly missed the line on that one. Really, you could just walk away, it'll be fine.
Let's put an end to this!
Nearly there. Fuck off. In the way of my tato throwing efforts. Right, let's go.
For inspiring me.
Aye, Starford.
I grant you the glory of the winner's
Who knows? They might reverse the building fortunes and trend.
may secure your absolute victory.
Oh, fucking carry weight. Go. Fuck a cactus. Just walks on by without giving a fuck.
Final showdown. Two conquerors, and only one will be crowned. Show me all you have. Who will reign the throne tonight? Sensation is not play for the living embodiment.
Yeah, that went alright.
Tonight, you have proven yourself our sensation. I do hope.
Hmm. Nose all tingly. Hold on then.
Hey, you ready to get in? Hop in and up.
Right. Another one down. There's no good rewards left to get for me, so. Just a question of whether or not there's any decent. No, not any decent legendaries either. Oh well. One thing in 76 in the world can't build the same have access to is fucking tons. Just looking at that picture on screen right now. There's the buses. There's a little orange crate on the ground down there. That's two leapt out at me. Basically, anything that's used as a clutter item by Bethesda to decorate an area, I want access to decorate myself with. Literally anything they use as clutter. And that's thousands of objects. So, yeah, it's a fucking long list. I have ranted on this on many an occasion before. To be fair, bit by bit, they have been putting things or stuff that is sort of adjacent to. Berserkers? No. Yeah, things that are adjacent to their decoration items and they're like barrels and boxes and stuff like that are starting to come through on Seasons and elsewhere. So I'm happy to see that, but there is still an absolute ton of stuff that I want. Oh yeah, I've got the Ghoul jetpack now from the season. I should look at crafting that. Go back to camp. Populate more planets. Yeah. Wouldn't mind having more cities and things like that to explore. I did feel that, with the exception of Aquila City, a lot of the cities and stuff, well, all the cities apart from Aquila City, just felt too small and lacked a significant number of things that they ought to have as a city. And I know that to a certain extent that's deliberate to keep it manageable, but you go to New Atlantis, for example. Is that the one? I think so. Or Jemison. Yeah, you go there and there's a couple of places for nightlife. There's like one bar and a hotel bar stroke restaurant. And there's a bar down in the well, which is nowhere near big enough. But there's a complete lack of like industrial places. There's not enough places for people to live. There's not enough work for people to do in the city either. Even if it were a financial centre, which I suppose it is really, there's still not enough of that going on. Yeah, it just needs more. But I get why there's limits to that, but still. It's not like everything can be Night City, really, but you know, you can imagine if every city was the size of Night City, the game wouldn't release till like 2035 at that point. But still.
Caps available in exchange for pillaged, loot, pillaged, loot. Available in exchange for.
It's a thing. No planet as actually Earth-type city planet. Well, I wouldn't expect them to be as fully developed, really, given that they've covered most of. Well, saying that, some fairly young cities in the world that are very developed. But there are some very young cities in the world that are very developed. Hiroshima will be a good example of a kind of an extreme one, but a good example nonetheless. Yeah. I really enjoyed Starfield. I enjoyed the DLC as well. Sort of the story-related stuff and the quest-related stuff and the more directed content is great. It's just the space around it that's problematic, which is realistic, but not necessarily the best for a video game. Unsurprisingly, though, Starfield 2 is the one that will probably become really good because they'll be able to learn the lessons from the first one. What the daring jetpack looks like. It's going to be the nuclear powered one I go for. I'm apparently out of Cobalt Flux. Might think about doing something about that sometime. A bit late in the evening for that now. So there we go. Here is the ghouly nuclear powered jetpack thing. Quite cool. I could change the backpack design as well, because that doesn't really go. Something smaller that works with green. Cool, but too big. Crikey. Nah, that could kind of work, maybe. Green Free States bag might work. Minor filter backpack, that's probably a bit large. Yep, way too large. It's quite cool though. hidden away. Bad, kind of blends in, but not quite the way I want. Commie one? That might not be a bad bet. That's the new one from the current event, I think, or the season, saddlebag one. I actually quite like that. 10 free states bag. So many backpacks. Let's try the saddlebag, see how that looks. Kind of works, tucks underneath the jetpack quite nicely, doesn't get in the way. It's alright. It's a decent look at the outfit. I like the way my character looks now, and it suits him. It's like smart ghoul. Armor. Let's do one more run at Expedition. See if we get anything cool. It does have a green flame, yeah. This backpack looks like a dual fuel canister. It's probably the flamethrower one. I am now wondering. That is better. This auger paint and a lot of the seasonal power armors don't have matching jetpacks though. That still pees me off. Don't know if that's really the right one to have anymore, the chemists. I can't change that. Okay, let's deal with this. So that would reduce scrap weight. Chem weight. I don't have that. Do I have that many chems on me? Yeah, I do actually. I'll stick with chemists. Cryptid teeth and skull isn't bad. Is it a red fire one? This makes sense for a ghoul. Yeah, oh, it's just what I'm carrying and purely practical. And that's a bit too big, that. Kind of clips in at the bottom in a way that I'm not really happy with. Yeah, not happy with that. Could change this though. I think it will right now. That tucks underneath quite well, I think. Yeah, there we go. That doesn't take up too much room. More or less blends in with the outfit. I think I'm okay with that. That's a bit of a better fit. A little too bright. It is a little too bright, but I think a little too bright is the best I'm going to get. I could go for something that's like straight up black or something. That would be a reasonably decent fit as well. You know, black goes with everything and all that. Sliding down my chair. Yeah. Ooh.
Touching down.
Our crowned sensation returns. You must prepare yourself, for the Conning twins wish to reclaim their throne. Only you guard the gates to immortality.
I think I've ever noticed the red lights on the floor before. Not got vast amounts of charge left on my fusion core there. Overgrown keeper, that's fine. Die already, come on. There you go. There we go. Let's go. Should be a reasonably quick run, I think. It should be fine. Fine by me. I'm ready to open a window.
It's our turn to face each other, little rival. We have a game to play, so don't keep me waiting.
Ray Blade, thank you for the sub. Welcome on in. That wasn't very smart of you. Still creepy, Julian. Still creepy as fuck. And I don't mean spooky, I do mean creepy. Just need a couple more. It's fine. Yeah, it's not for everybody. I've done alright out of it, mate, over the last, what, 6.5 years.
To those who have made it this far,
I get a bit frustrated with doing some of the more repetitive tasks, but a few of the decisions recently really pee me off, but
show me your talent.
inevitable sooner or later.
Defend an innocent volunteer.
The final piece of the gear sorted. Nice.
Has their own task to complete. Others seek to
Fire, frost and shock shield. How have you got for regular damage resistance? You got just ordinary shield somewhere else.
And so might you.
You got a piece of headgear you could enchant, maybe. Nice. They're treated in standard armor. The Scortee's fucked off somewhere, I don't know where. That way. Yeah, I was looking at some stuff today about what sort of like alternate builds might be fun to play. Blade, light armor. I can't remember if block was on there or not. With a couple of like there was a kind of decent combo coming from sort of melee backed up with some fun magic that had quite a lot of potential. Ready? You could have lived for hundreds more years, but you know, you had to pick a fight with a man in a big tin suit with a bloody power tool, didn't you?
Competition, the better. The less competition, the better. Give up already. We were supposed to make it together.
It's alright, you can meet again in hell.
Thank you so much.
Oh, you've made me so proud. Now step up to
nice.
the winner's stage, my children, for the final act. With blood, sweat, and tears. You earned it.
The winning stage can only fit so many. To those who remain.
Incredible strength.
Okay.
You must have a secret. We'll handle.
Rock and roll. Nice. Evening, Decker. How you doing? Oh, toasty right now. Sticky be another good word. Well, good word. Accurate word. You know it's hot. I've been wearing shorts for 3 days.
You ready to get airborne? Hop in and I'll fire her up.
Rock and roll. Did I get anything good for me trouble? A couple of bits worth scrapping, yeah. Not too shabby. Ooh, that was a fun little camp. Small and compact, basically 2x2, with some decoration around the outside. Little fishing cabin, ironically, like 18 months before they announced fishing. Something like that. Nice. Not quite what I had in mind, but anyway. Yep, scrap that, see if we can get anti-armor. Nope. About aristocrats. Nope. Cloaking, weapon weights reduced might be worth it. Nope. Juggernauts. Nope, not bothered about that. Vanguards, okay, that's worth it. Big fat nope on the success rate there, though. That went surprisingly well considering I was on the wrong loadout. Oh well. Which shelter do I like the most? I kind of hate them all, to be honest. What do I like the most? The 3 Vault utility room is probably the best one. So it's the least overbearing in its basic starting design, so you can kind of turn it into anything without it feeling like it's Vault. Or a specific theme, anyway. And it's small, so yeah. But other than that,
some junk.
Don't know. The root cellar's not bad. Don't know what else really though.
Note to the gourmands. Human flesh is not acceptable tender here.
I got the most recent one actually, but I can't for the life of me figure out what the hell I want to do with it. So. And my enthusiasm level is not exactly through the roof for it either, so. I like that picture though. That was fun. You went up and scrambled for miles to get what you wanted. Yeah, chance is pretty awful. I've got a few decent ones, but I've not got everything I want, so.
Told me I had a few loose screws. I am still looking for those screws.
Oh, I need frag grenades there, okay. Oh crap, I've got to send that stuff in. There's half the point of going over there. Oh well. I'm going to do it again then. Yeah, 1,000 caps, that's worth grabbing even if you're not going to use it. You can sell it for more than that. Sell it for like 5 times that without anyone batting an eyelid. Ooh. You be. To camp. Fix your build seems to be a feral tanky ghoul. Yeah, I need some adjustments. Mind you, if you're not in any rush, the next update in June's going to put pay to whatever you do now. I'll have to do it all again even come early June anyway. I do quite like this outfit though. It's not a bad look on my character, that. Come on, turn your head a little bit, buddy. Before the bloody shade means I have to move again. I'll do it. Mission accomplished. Ooh. Yeah, fixing it. Yeah, there's no end in sight on them reworking and rebalancing things. I wouldn't be surprised if we have to do it again, although probably to a lesser scale, I would imagine. But I suspect there'll be another round in September as well. A weekly mod vendor that takes a bullion, sells something like a rotating selection of mods. Well, it could do. I don't know. I think selling it via player vending is fine though. There's plenty of option to get out there and actually get things from other players without being too difficult. When did turrets inside the White Ring Mall disappear? Were there ever any? Don't ever remember there being turrets there. Robots, but not turrets. So, a very long time ago, if there were any. Mind you, I don't get into arguments in the White Spring Mall, so an annoyance to me. Yeah, that was alright. Successful little mission. Got plenty of levels and plenty of ranks on there. We are, what, 80-something now, aren't I? Low 80s. And we have probably a month or so to go until the next update. Likely... Let's have a look. My guess. 1, 2, 3... So 1, 2, 3, 4. At least, probably 4 more weeks before the end of the season. Would be my guess. Yeah, definitely need to push on a bit, but 4 weeks to get 15-ish ranks is not too bad, I don't think. That'd be tiny, should be fine. White Springs robots don't aggro anymore. Didn't notice that either, but I haven't been beating on them. The ones outside definitely still do. So they've turned on me not that long ago. Or, yeah, not that long ago. I don't know. It might have been a change that came with Expeditions, to be honest. The addition of the White Spring Refuge may have just changed the way they did a lot of things in there, because they overhauled the entire inside of the White Spring then, didn't they? That would be my guess, but I don't know. Seems like the logical time for that to have happened. Could have left them all alone. Well, they needed to separate it out. They didn't have to make any other changes, I suppose. So why is somebody saying horses are better in Elder Scrolls 4 than in Red Dead 2? Because they're not. From what I recall. So a quick scroll. How much value fun video game logic versus immersive realism? Not then doing one or the other, okay. I see. Red Dead Redemption 2, feed them, clean them, protect them, show them love, something attacks you, I am but a humble herbivore, I must flee, good luck friend. In Oblivion, I literally get them for free, do absolutely nothing for them, leave them outside the city for days without attention, never spare a second thought, something attacks you, I'd sooner die than watch you face this attempt upon your life alone, my lord. And it's a picture of a horse with a Giga Chad chin on it. I see what they're getting at. I can't say I agree, though. I would like... I mean, I don't think Oblivion's the right game to have more requirement to look after your horse in. On the other hand, the controls are bloody awful, so... Yeah. I did Robot Atom Challenges last year and they're going. So it's a recent change, is it? Okay, fair enough. Like I say, I generally try and avoid aggroing them, so... Catch you later, Tengi. Have a good night. Yes. Looking for trouble there. Yeah. So, next few weeks, we'll see how things go. I don't know if there's a lot of events planned. There's some stuff happening. Well, actually, new event kicks off on Tuesday, doesn't it? The Big Bloom. So, we'll be back in for that, for sure. We'll definitely jump into that next week. What is happening with the community calendar when I find it? I'll make that a bit bigger and then I can read it. So May 6th is when that's going to kick off. So Caps Plenty, double mutations this weekend. Big Bloom will start late. And if it runs over a bit, there's nothing it'll actually get in the way of until the latter part of May. So I don't think there's going to be any need to move anything to avoid the shifted Big Bloom. We'll probably still get script surplus and mutated public events behind the Big Bloom. Actually, we might not get mutated public events because both of those are in the top of the hour slot, so that might not happen, but who cares? They're not particularly interesting anyway, really. And then you've got double score on May 22nd, which is 1 week, 2 weeks. Yeah, that starts just after... no, don't do that. Okay. Yeah, that's just after, I would suspect, the Big Bloom will end, so that's kind of fine. So yeah, double score after that. That's cool. Works for me. And then Invaders from Beyond is back the week after that. So actually quite a lot of seasonal events kicking off through the course of May. Until June the 3rd, which in all likelihood, I have to guess, is probably going to be when the patch will drop provisionally. I actually did put a subtle nudge in with a Bethesda community team over that, and there's definitely no official word on when the update will actually be yet, which is not surprising. That's what I would expect, but no word yet. Yeah, looks like I have to keep the 76 on the go if there's a lot happening seasonal event wise. So might play Avowed tomorrow, might take the evening off and make the most of the good weather while we still have it, because it's supposed to go down the pan again on Friday, quite dramatically, like 10 plus degree drop in temperature one day to the next is a big change. So yeah, that's I may not be here tomorrow, we'll see. Friday, definitely, we will play Avowed, and if I don't stream tomorrow, I might stream on Saturday to make up for the missing stream, and we'll do some Avowed then as well. See how close we get to the end of the game on that one, and then we'll have the opportunity to hopefully shoehorn Atomfall back in without maybe getting completely swamped by stuff. But yeah, we'll get back to Oblivion on Monday, which should be good. Still hot for you? Yeah, it's been quite nice actually, like low 20s over here for like the last, well, since the weekend. But yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to go downhill. No, tomorrow's the last good day, and then Friday it's supposed to drop very quickly. I don't know when it's going to come back up again. Let me have a look, see if there's any hints as to the longer term forecast about that. Yeah, it's still 15 degrees outside, which is sweltering for us. UK long range weather forecast. Mini dry, smells of sun. Less warm than the previous week. Okay, from about the 15th. Second half of May. Period of fine dry weather. Occasional spots of rain shower. That's just vague enough that they're not committing, are they? So we'll see whether or not we get anything that starts to look like summer in the second half of May. We probably will. Probably start climbing to like 18, 19 degrees or something like that. And then maybe we'll get some nice weather in June. Who knows? Crazy over there. A lot of rain. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, it's been quite fairly uninteresting until it got warm this week, to be honest, lately. Not wet, not particularly hot, sunny, kind of bland and a bit greyish, but yeah, whatever kind of weather for a few weeks. And then yeah, we've got something really nice. We did have like a couple of weeks ago a nice spot of weather, a nice weekend, I think it was. But Yeah. She's starting to move into summer a little early this year. Something that vaguely like spring for a while. Normally spring's just kind of blink and you miss it round here. It's straight out of winter into summer without really stopping to pass go. We'll see what happens with the rest of the summer though, because I've got my fan on down here at the minute and it's going to be even hotter tomorrow, so if it does get hotter, I will probably be doing my best not to melt. Poor kitty cat's been struggling. She's big and fluffy, and she's been taking up residence on the floor the last few days. Right, she normally sits on the sofa in here, and she often sleeps on the end of our bed or on table in the bedroom, where she's got like a blanket folded up. But yeah, she's been sufficiently warm that she's been sleeping on the floor to try and stay cool. Seems to be working for her. I turned the fan on today and she was initially like, what the hell is that? And then was like, yeah, actually this is quite pleasantly cool, and stayed right there by the fan. She was under my desk at the time. Problem with getting AC over here, apart from being ridiculously expensive, is can't have it could have it installed properly, but it wouldn't be worth it. You'd get like an individual room AC, but they cost a fortune to run, and I'd get like what, less than 3 weeks use out of it a year, maybe 4 at a pinch if I'm very lucky. It's just not worth it. And I don't even know what kind of thing I'd do. Like maybe get something that I'd have to rig up to the window and have a big old hose pipe tray across my room. And then they're noisy as well, and I'd have to try and deal with that on the microphone, which is a series of pain in the asses for the sake of a little bit of discomfort for a little bit of time. I've got a fan under the desk that does well enough. It's a bit warm, but I'm okay. But it's just not worth it. Wouldn't mind it if it was worth it. Right? If it was worth it, I'd be all over that, but it really isn't. Few portable ACs for the summer. Moving into a place that has it installed already. Yeah, if you're somewhere hot, like where you are and where Gray is, then you'd be insane not to. But you kind of need AC there in the way that we need central heating over here in the winter, because it gets fucking cold otherwise. Anyway, there's a t-shirt on holidays, no pants on that. I'm wearing shorts, Steve, which is weird for me. But normally, shorts and t-shirt at the minute. Normally it's sweatpants and some kind of jumper over a long sleeve. So, or if I'm not wearing a jumper, at least a long sleeve. But it's a testament to how warm it is. Anyway, if I sign off, I can go and open a window, can't I? And it'll cool off a bit in here then. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, aside from the current streaming plan, anyway, going to work on a camp build, which hopefully over the next couple of days we'll get that done. I've got an idea for what I want to do. Where is scratching my head at the minute? Or maybe places. I need a decent-sized flat bit of ground somewhere that makes sense. This is the eternal question, isn't it? Yeah, a real logical place would be next to a road somewhere, like in a town or on the edge of a town. But it's the flat bit of ground there that's a problem. Could maybe go out to Morgantown, do the south end of Morgantown. Not done that in a while. There's flat enough ground on that little T-junction to the south of Morgantown, isn't there? Might be my best bet. With a nice cold winter, but you get about a week of it. Yeah, about the same amount of winter as we get of summer there, Ducker. You have 4 weeks out of the year where you don't need AC. Yeah, that sounds about right, Gray. Exactly. It's kind of, it is to you what central heating is for us. Flatwoods, not really anywhere along there that's flat enough. Unless you get in. No, not really. The road on your way in from the Wayward is all lumpy. There's by the Wayward, but then I'm a ghoul at the moment and I have to deal with the fact the Brotherhood of Steel there are probably going to try and whack me every time I return back to my camp. Nah, that would probably annoy me. I think Morgantown might be my best bet. There's also a tree in the way, by the way, which you can't bulldoze. Only problem with Morgantown is if I want to do a secondary structure, which I might need to do. Maybe build a garage. Another think. Flatwood's not so aptly named as it turns out. No, exactly. Yeah, Agent. Toga. There's some flat areas around there. What I've got in mind doesn't really fit with the environment, though. Not as necessarily the end of the world. Nothing really fits with the environment down there, so. I really want somewhere in the forest because of the colour scheme, to be honest. I'll have a look at the map and a thunk at some point. Either way, hopefully on Saturday, if all goes according to plan, I should have a build-up because, yeah, do most of that tomorrow, or a good chunk of it tomorrow, finish it off on Friday and start working on the video part of it, maybe finish the video off Saturday morning, should be fine. Charleston, near the train station, possibly near the train station, yeah, that might work. Over by the road there, maybe. That could work. Do you know where south? Yeah, I think it's south-facing enough as well, isn't it? So that would work. I prefer my camps to be south-facing for taking pictures of them for thumbnails. Otherwise, it can be really bloody hard to get a decent picture. Yeah, that's not a bad idea actually. Charleston's a good bet. Might actually work a little better than Morgantown would. And if I were to put a barn out back or something, that wouldn't look out of place there, really, would it? I'd also put one across. No, I couldn't put one across the road. There wouldn't be area wouldn't be big enough, would it? And it's not as flat. But there's options. Yeah. Anyway, I'll have a think about that. So, thank you for hanging out tonight. Hope you had fun. If you did enjoy the stream and haven't already, likes and subs always appreciated. Notification bell, you never know. YouTube might deign to tell you when I go live or upload a video. Failing that, social media links in the description, that'll tell you. And yeah, channel memberships are available if you really would like to support the channel. I do appreciate it. Yeah, in the meantime, maybe tomorrow for Avowed. Failing that, definitely on Friday and Saturday if I don't do tomorrow. And yeah, we'll get pushing on with that. It should be cool. So, until then, have yourself a good rest of the evening. Look after yourselves. Stay safe. Have a good day tomorrow. And I will catch you all in the next one. Around about probably 8 o'clock-ish. Yeah, probably about an 8 o'clock kickoff next time, I think. So, until then, look after yourselves. I'll see you next time. Night, folks. See ya.
Ghoul